We're going to do a series of videos answering specific questions that you might see in the interview. The one difference that we're doing is there's not going to be like a tutorial. We're not going to say how you should plan this answer. We're going to give a sample answer. Find an answer for an imaginary candidate, a profile of some one template. So check out the video to see what template is answering that question. So something like answered as will be seen there. So you can anchor your questions. You can look at the answer with reference to that particular template, and then you can tweak and fine tune for whatever you have in mind. Wonderful. Now, the question I'm looking to answer is why MBA? Why do you want to do an MBA? Right? So, I'm an engineer. I finished my engineering 24 months ago. I got placed in a wonderful company. I'm actually doing well. I'm working with Wipro. I've learned a lot. I'm part of the program development thing. I've had a series of customer interactions. Having said that, I still like my boss's job better. And so he gets to speak about the industry that my customer is in, their specific requirements. He gets to chart around a path for the next 4-year cycle for the customer. He gets to think about how to plan our staffing, our expenses. He gets to think about how to pitch for the next bid from this client and how to get work out of 4 other clients similar to this. And then he still manages to find time to talk to me, to solve any technical difficulty I might have, give me a pep talk to tell me what direction I should be going on. So think of me as an individual and not just as an employee. So he not only has a range of things to do, he also has the skill set to accomplish all this. And so to be honest, his profile is very similar to mine. He finishes engineering, worked for 3 years as a tech person, then did an MBA, and then came back into the tech industry, and now he's this person. He might have 5 gifts, but I see him, and I think that the thing that made a difference to his way of thinking about this is the MBA. So it has given him a viewpoint, an idea about how to think about marketing something, how to talk about client acquisition, how to offer a compelling proposition, how to recruit and staff his team, how to take care of his employees, have to have a sense of purpose over a 6-month, 1-year horizon, all of these things, and still have bandwidth to do all this and keep smiling. So in many ways, he's a kind of a guiding light for me. I would want to acquire that skill set. I might not be in this industry, but I think somewhere sitting inside me is the person who has the bandwidth to do all this and not get overwhelmed by any one thing. And I think unlocking that, the MBA is a route to that. And that's been my number one reason to want to do an MBA. I obviously want to do it from a fantastic place. Though wanting to do it from a great college is built in. The peer group, the faculty, the just a setting is going to be that much better if I do it from a tier 1 college. So that's become my ambition. Why do you want to do an MBA? And so I've always had a role in the company that I'm playing, which deals with specifics. And so I'm the problem solver. I'm the guy who has to debug. I'm the guy who puts the double night shift to handle a client. I like all that. I like feeling valued. I like to know that I'm a key member. But I've never had an overall view. So even in my project, I play a very crucial role. I play that one role. But it's not my job to think about the overall project. Is it profitable? Are we making money? Is there viability to each task that we do? Is there something that we do, even if we don't make money, it is valuable for the customer? So there's a trade-off. How do we plan for negotiations for the next round? How do we plan for business for the next cycle? How do we staff? How do we recruit? I don't have any idea about any of that. And I'm interested. I'm very curious. I've been trying to learn. I've been trying to read books. I've been trying to pick up some amount of marketing, some amount of finance. But to be honest, I think I'm someone who learns very well from a structured environment, where there's a wrapper around this, where somebody says a business has this division, and this is what the finance is supposed to do. This is what marketing person is supposed to do. And then I put all that together. Then I do my own reading. Then I come out as a more comprehensive person. So I've learned a lot on the job. I've learned incidental things about how to run the business, but I will definitely take a lot of value from a structured course where I learn each of these streams separately. And then I can put together all of this by reading something and make sense of this whole idea of a business. And I think that is a piece of jigsaw that is missing for me. And I would definitely want to do an MBA to fill that gap. And I think an MBA will be the right answer for that. I'm a fresher candidate. I don't have any experience. I'm a fresh graduate from an engineering college, from a very good engineering college. And the question is, why should you will take more value from an MBA 2 years from now? Why should we give you a seat today? Right? I'm a fresher. I'm an engineer. I'm not. I don't even have experience in a workplace. Having said that, I have an inclination towards management. I think I will do well as a manager. I understand. I have a rough idea intuitively of what goes into different parts of what is broadly called as management. In a technical role, I'll be fulfilling a set of tasks which require deep expertise in one thing. In a management role, I imagine I'll be working in a chance to make sense of the overall piece, where I'll have to work a little bit as a marketing guy, a little bit as a finance guy, a little bit as a sales guy, a little bit as a product development person, a little bit working with a team, and that span really appeals to me. I know that I'm talking from a position of no experience, but I firmly believe that what I lack in experience, I'll more than compensate with enthusiasm. I go in and give my all in whatever setting I've been thrown into. I so if I were to do an MBA, I know that a bunch of guys were there who have had 2 years, 3 years of experience, who have a certain context to analyze some of these things in which I might lack. I'll overcompensate for that by being the most enthusiastic kid around. Will take value from all of these people and make sure that they get something from me as well, by giving a fresh perspective, by being the guy who will listen to and put everything together, who doesn't have a bias to start with. Right? Beyond all this, there is a selfish reason as well. I've come here, I'm sitting in this interview panel after having crossed this hurdle called CAT. So I'm here because I got a good percentile. And I'm confident that I'll do well if I have one more chance. But I'm sitting here because I've done well. So there is a risk element to doing this whole process a year from now, 2 years from now. If I can avoid that and get into a great college now, I will jump at it and take with both hands. And I'll know that I did not have to do that again. I'll be thankful for that, and I'll make sure that counts. I'll make sure that my MBA experience counts, because I know I've been gifted a chance that a bunch of others have not been given. And I'll give every ounce of my energy for that. Best wishes for your interviews, and best wishes for CAT if you're doing it one more time. Cheers, man.